What's up, YouTube? So today I'm going to show you how I put a simple logo on one of my cups. This cup is already, it's still a little tacky, not much, but it's nowhere near finished. It still need a lot more layers of the two-part epoxy on it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and coming to my new channel here. As a lot of you know, I already have another channel. This is actually a cup I'm making for my other channel, Princess Scratcher. So here's the thing, I love doing crafts and I can do it without spending hundreds of dollars on the fancy equipment. So this here, my logo, is literally a picture I printed off my printer and I cut it out and I'm going to put it on my cup and glue it, and it has to sit for 24 hours, and then I'll put some more layers of epoxy on it. This is going to be a beautiful cup. I think the color is blended great. So I'm going to show you how I do that. I have another cup to do, and then another cup I need to put some epoxy on, so let's get started. So you can use any kind of glue. I just use a basic glue stick. Let me turn this down here, and I'll kind of show you guys what I do to get this on here. Get you some painter's tape, 3M tape, but painter's tape, you want that for sure. And I tell you what, when you do any kind of epoxy, anything, if you don't want to spend the money on the rubber mats, get you a roll of parchment paper. It works wonders, and it's cheaper, and you can just kind of, the rubber mats get kind of nasty after a while. So what I'm going to do is just rub some of this on here. The glue stick here, rub it on real good. I'm going to leave a little bit on the edges. I mean, you can do the edges, and I'll show you how to get that excess glue off. Oh, if I don't drop it here. This is definitely going to be a little bit different channel. Like I said, I do a lot of crafts. I do my own nails, and people just absolutely love it. So this is what we're going to do. All right, let's take this cup off of here. And just kind of use something to hold it so it doesn't roll around. You just try to find where you want it located on your cup. Let me move that up. Sorry, y'all. And then kind of just put it on there. And you want to just kind of see where it's going to lay. I like that. Maybe right there. So I'm going to press that on there. I'm going to go ahead and just stick it on. Oops, stick it on here. I got to use some painter's tape or it's not going to stick. Here, I also have some other glue I can use too. Like I said, you can pretty much use any kind of glue you want. And just put you some pieces of painter's tape on the edge to kind of hold it down. And just let it dry and do its thing. That way it lays flat too. You know what I mean? And then this tape comes off really easy. But just kind of hold it down, and that way you can rub it too. One more little piece over here. And this is set for 24 hours. I really wanted the glue to dry. I mean, I have a vinyl machine, and you guys will see all that on this channel. I do vinyl. But with this one, I don't have like a fancy Cricut vinyl machine. But you guys will all see that in upcoming videos and stuff. So that right there, I think that's beautiful. The colors match. And I'm just going to let that sit on there. Alright. So now on to the next cup. So now I have these two cups here. This silver cup here. It still needs a lot more layers of epoxy on it. It's actually going to get another layer today of just epoxy. And then I have this cup here, which needs, I want to put some more glitter on it because I kind of want it more vibrant, as I would say. So let me get this all set up and I will show you guys how we do that. Okay, guys. So once again, like I said, you can do all this stuff without spending $1 million on all that fancy stuff. Granted, sometimes the fancy stuff is nice, but you know, that's life. So I use a two-part epoxy for these cups. These are not sublimation printer cups. These are all handmade, mixing, dry time, figuring out what colors. So like I said, it's two-part epoxy. I just bought some cheap little plastic reusable shot glasses to to use it to measure. I'll get that in here. And then some paper Dixie cups, or whatever paper brand of cups you want to use. Works great. I still have a new camera I have to figure out how to use and set up, so eventually the video quality will definitely be a lot better. But I appreciate y'all coming and hanging out and watching the process of the cups. I know they absolutely love it on my other channel. I make a lot of cups and crafts and all that. So once you get your 2 parts in there, you pretty much just want to mix it up real good. I'd say for about 3 minutes, mix it up. Make sure you scrape the sides. That's with any epoxy. Always when you're stirring, make sure you scrape the sides of whatever you're mixing it in, because you want it to get all mixed in. So I am going to mix this up and then I will be right back. Alright, I am back. It is all mixed up, as you can see. You can see little bubbles in there, and that's okay. They'll go away. Plus, I show you what I use, so there's no air bubbles on any of the cups. So I'm going to put another layer of epoxy on this glitter cup, and then tomorrow, because it has to spin for 24 hours, then I will put the decals on this cup. So, I mean, you don't need much. A little bit goes a long way. And this makes a mess, so please make sure you have gloves, paper down on your table, because it will ruin pretty much whatever it touches if you don't catch it in time and clean it up. I've learned with epoxy, rubbing alcohol is going to be your best friend. So you want to just put it on. They make little rubber tools. I actually have one right here. These little rubber tools to kind of smear it on, but a lot of us ladies and gentlemen who do these cups, so much easier to put a rubber glove on and just smear it on with your hands, because then you can kind of feel where you're missing some epoxy, because like you can feel the glitter and stuff. So much easier, I think, to do it with your hands. A lot of us do. And another thing, if you're using epoxy, either make sure you're wearing a mask or you're in a well-ventilated area, because it can stink. But this is going to get so many layers of epoxy, it's going to look really pretty. It's so damn crooked on the stand here. So there's this one. You just kind of want to make sure you got it smeared evenly. And once I hit 50 subscribers, you guys, I will be doing my lives like I do on my other channel. So it'll be crafts and chats instead of scratch and chats. Alright, that one's good there. I'm going to take this glove off so I can get it on the machine here and get it spinning. Gotta find the hole right there. There we go. Alright, so that one is spinning. And it'll spin, and then I'm going to hit it with a heat gun. So this red and orange cup, I kind of want to put some more glitter on it, because I don't like how it's turning out. So I don't use this damn stick. We'll show you how to do it. We'll sit down. My fur babies. You guys will get to know my fur babies. Alright, so we're doing 2 colors. So I need to make sure I have... Make sure I got my stuff set up here. So we have the red and the orange. I'm doing an ombre on it. But I want to put some more glitter on it. Alright. So this cup, like I said, still needs layers. But I'm going to go ahead and, let's start here with the red. Kind of just smear that around. Just take your hand and go like that. Just smear it down, make sure your glitter's covered. The fur babies are awake. Try to get gloves that fit your hand a little better too. It makes life a lot easier. If they're too big, it can be a pain in the butt. So, like I said, I want to put some more glitter on here. Because I want it to be a little more vibrant. You just take your hand, go like that. Works great. And like I said, you can feel where it's at. Like right here. Need a little more there. And you're thinking, oh, but it looks weird. It's because there's bubbles in the epoxy. And I'll show you how I get rid of those here in a minute. But I'm going to put some more glitter on this cup. Alright, and set that in its little stand. I gotta take this glove off here. Alright, let's go. Move you guys out a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to start with the red first. I don't know how well the lighting is. So I really wanted it to have some more glitter on it. Just kind of tap that there. Okay, we'll set that there for a minute. Fold this parchment paper up and go to the orange. But the orange we're going to do down. Hold it down so you get a good ombre mix, if that makes sense. Just lightly coat it. Might have to do it a couple times. Usually I'm pretty good and I can get it in one shot, but with this cup, I wanted to do some more. So it blends good. And I had painted this cup, I should have started a video, but I painted this cup white because it was a just stainless steel tumbler. Then we're just going to kind of fold these parchment papers up. I can actually take this other glove off. Fold these up. Dump your glitter back in. I'm going to tell you one thing. If you do glitter tumblers, you're going to be covered with glitter. I don't care how careful you are, you're going to be covered in glitter. Alright, so there's that one. The red glitter. Okay, we're going to do the red some more. You kind of just go back and forth to see. So I'm going to finish doing this and then I will come right back. Alright guys, so I got that cup all re-glittered and look at that. Look at the ombre on that cup. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And just to show you what's going on it, hang on, let me grab it here. I got glitter everywhere. So this is a cup I'm making for another scratcher channel. And it's going to be white, orange, and red. And I think that is just going to look absolutely badass on there. There's the front and the back. But I wanted to re-glitter it because I wasn't happy how it turned out. You know how sometimes you're your own worst critic. Alright, so I don't like wasting material. So I have a Dixie cup here with a decent amount of epoxy left in it. So I'm going to throw some green glitter in it, mix it up, and pour it in these palm tree molds because I'm thinking about making some magnets. Is the plan here. So as you see, just a regular palm tree mold. Any silicone mold works good with epoxy. So I'm going to take this green glitter, which is absolutely beautiful, and I'm going to, I should have put a glove on because this cup is all sticky. Put some in here. Just mix it up real good. Make sure you scrape the sides, you guys. Okay, can't forget that. Scrape your sides. See? Scrape your sides. Yeah, I don't like wasting epoxy, so I always try to have some kind of molds around to pour it in, because you never know what you can use them for. I think that cup is going to be freaking beautiful. Look at them cups, man. And like I said, I mean, if you like what you're seeing, you know, subscribe, like, comment, share. It doesn't cost you a thing. I do all kinds of things. I do the cups. I do epoxy resin, vinyl. I make candles. I actually have a new, I think it's like a wood burning or wood engraving machine thing my husband got that I'm going to unbox and figure out. And I do my own nails. Obviously, I don't have mine right now. But I can show you an easy way to do nails, ladies. So you can stop spending all that money at them shops because it's expensive now. Look at that. Look at the sparkle on that. Isn't that beautiful? Green like money. Alright. And you see what my stirrer is? It's a popsicle stick. I do not be spending a lot of money on this stuff. Alright. Epoxy is expensive though. If you want good epoxy, always make sure it says crystal clear or clear on it because sometimes you get a yellow tint. So now I'm just going to take my little palm tree molds. See if I can point this down a little bit for y'all. So you can kind of see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to pour some in each mold. My first time using a palm tree mold. And most epoxy is self-leveling. Most. Most of it is. But I'm thinking about making little magnets for my other channel. Yeah, I don't like wasting that material. It gets expensive. You kind of just pour it in there. So the palm tree leaves on these molds will be all glittery and sparkly. And then I go through and do a color for the trunk of the palm tree and go back through with probably some more green. And see, I can take my popsicle stick and probably scrape enough out to do another one. I'm telling you guys, these Dixie cups are freaking awesome because it's simple, affordable. Use it. Once you're done, use it, throw it away. You know what I mean? I mean, you can get them anywhere. So I can get in that one. So yeah, guys, stay tuned, and you'll see how these cups are going to turn out. They are going to look freaking amazing. I got sticky stuff all over my hands. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me, watching me how I do these. See, little palm trees. So those are set. These two got to spin for 24 hours. That one's got to sit for 24 hours. Once that's done, this one will start getting 2-3 layers of epoxy. This one needs this logo. Oh, and then epoxy. I was going to show you guys. So if you get air bubbles or bubbles, most of you ladies have a hair dryer available. I don't own a hair dryer. Hair dryer, heat gun, or a torch lighter, if you know what that is. It helps get your bubbles out of your epoxy molds and everything. What I have here is actually a little cheap Amazon epoxy like heat gun. And you just go around. I mean, it's hot, but not like industrial hot. And you just go on this one here. And I can do it on the molds too. It pops all the bubbles so you don't have any bubbles in your epoxy. Because you'll see them. Yeah, and that's it. So I'm going to do that to that silver cup. Until next time, you guys, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on that little bell, hit that little bell notification button so you're notified every time I post something. See y'all later. Bye.